Hi everyone, this is Jenny Garcia and this is a December daily process video for day 12, and today I'm documenting making ornaments. This is something that we do every year, and I kept part of the packaging for an ornaments kit from Target, and I also kept the instructions for the other kit. And I wanted to cover the back of the packaging with this floral paper from Paige Evans, but I also wanted to put a big number in. I needed it to be resting on something that could separate from that floral pattern, so I used the polka dots and I cut the numbers with my silhouette. I think it's a Pretty Little Studio cut file. I can't remember it very well. I'm also looking for a 6x4 card so I can add my journaling. What I did for this album was that I printed all my journaling and I cut it as close as it can be cut, and I put it inside the page protectors. I do that with photos all the time for December Daily, for special projects that go on page protectors in Project Life. It just works a lot easier for me. That way I can easily have the photos. The photos is my least favorite part, so having that already there just saves a lot of trouble. And I use a die cut, a circle die, to cut this circle with the Paige Evans paper, but I wanted a little bit of extra detail, so I'm using this stitching stencil from Basil. And Basil is a very old brand, and I use my Tombow removable adhesive to glue it temporarily, and then you can just rub up the adhesive with your finger. And I also could have used my So Easy, which now We Are Makers, it's doing like a reboot of that product. I still have my old school one. I love it. It still works great. And I hope that if they have new attachments for the tool, they fit the old one. And I'm using the floss that was from the We Are Memory Keepers brand. It's really good. It's like embroidery floss, but it's like slightly thinner, just like barely noticeable. And I love that it used to come divided by colors. I'm using the Tombow Mono Air, which ran out while I was using it. I have a few of them ready to go, so I just switched it out. And I like that now with that circle, the number can really separate from the pattern. And I love this pattern sheet. I was deciding where was the best place to put it because I love the tags so much that I wanted to use them as tags. I'm adding a lot of adhesive because it's cardboard. It's not as thin as other packaging. So this is going to be a chunky page, and I think that I was still delusional at this point and in denial of the fact that I was going to have to use 2 albums because I have a lot of photos. I'm going to use these tiny scissors from Fiskars to get closer to those tricky cuts. I could have used an X-Acto knife. I am not the biggest fan of the X-Acto knife. I don't hate it. It's just that I have to be in the mood for it. It has to be like a different kind of project. I'm very weird with tools. And I'm going to use this We Are Memory Keepers hole punch, and it punches through everything just like the Crocodile, but it's a regular size. The Crocodile, the 2 sizes are a little bit smaller, which I don't mind. It could have worked for this album too. And because there is a border of floss in the circle, I had to use the foam tape which I was already nervous about because it's already a chunky album, and I have cardboard, and then I added stitching. It was a lot going on, but eventually it worked out perfect. And I decided to use green numbers instead of red because in the background there's less green than red. That way the red wouldn't blend into the flowers too much. And I wanted to use this chipboard sticker from from Freckle Fawn, and I also wanted to layer the labels, have a place for that sticker to rest on. And I have like a little organizer with my labels. I love labels for adding dates, for layering. It just works for everything. But I was also looking through the die cuts that came from a few of the Studio Calico kits, and this organizer is from Dollar Tree. I love it. It's perfect if you're doing any project where you're going to use a bunch of die cuts for Project Life, for December Daily, October Daily. It all works amazing. And I was trying to make those labels work, but they didn't, so eventually I'm going to just use washi tape. I am also looking for some sprinkles to put around the number, and that Santa is going to go. I'll end up using it in other pages lately. And I always have a huge stack of washi tape for any project I made, and for this reason it's perfect for layering, adding behind photos. You can put little word stickers on top. And I have to put dimensional adhesive on the bottom so it can rest on the circle. But I put a little bit of extra adhesive, that way it doesn't move. And this organizer is from Target. It kind of looks like one of those milk crates. It was in the bullseye spot, the Target dollar section, and there I have my Cat Martin die cuts. She used to have a shop on Etsy and I couldn't find it. I love her die cuts. They were only die cuts that didn't have cards or papers, and it works so well with this collection. It's so busy. It has so many patterns. I thought that it was beautiful. I am trying to put a few different elements, and I like the ornament because I was making ornaments, but it felt like a little bit too heavy. So I'm gonna go with that snowflake from Studio Calico, and I can't remember which kit had. I think it was the kit from 2022 that had those snowflakes. And I haven't been using enamel dots lately. I am just in love with the little tiny heart stickers and the star stickers. So I'm going to look for the Paige Evans stickers, my Target Elf stickers. And I love those Target Elf stickers. I think that's the second sheet I use and I'm running out. So I need Target this year to release something similar. Just because I have a December daily to do. That would be great. Thank you. I'm looking for little sprinkles to add around the number. And I've used so many of these doodle bug stickers that I bought 3 packs and now they all fit in one little sheet. And they have little hearts too, so I'm going to add those to the bottom. And now I'm going to work on the 6x4 card that goes underneath the photos, and it's an old one from In a Creative Bubble. And I just wanted to layer my journaling on top of a label, and that label is digital from Citrus Twist Kits. I just printed and cut that in so many sizes. I have a bunch of those, but I use most of the big ones in this album. And the card is black and white, so it kind of gives me free range to add any color of embellishments I want to. And since I already had red in the label, I decided to go for the pink. It's called Flamingo from Studio Calico, and I love these inks. Not a fan of, they have like another variety. I think it's pigment. Yeah, because the one that I like is premium dye ink. So yeah, I don't care for the pigment one. I like the premium dye ink. I'm gonna look through my pile of little word stickers, and I love little word stickers, but for the holidays I have a crazy amount, and most of them are from Pretty Little Studio. I have them in different colors. I have them from different collections, and sometimes that collection will come with a colorful version and a white one, and I have both of most of those. If I can only buy one thing from a Pretty Little Studio collection, it's the little word stickers. But that one that I just used is from Citrus Twist Kits. Here is a little close-up. It's very simple, just the journaling. And I wanted to use these stickers from Pipsticks because they are all about crafting and doing handmade stuff, and she was painting in that photo. So I put a paintbrush, a bottle of glitter, and it looks like a little gem. And I added a sticker that says Traditions with the Paige Evans washi tape. I love the washi tape from the Sugar Plum Wishes collection. It's so pretty. Actually, American Craft does a very good job with their washi in their collections. They released a few new ones and they look kind of cute. I don't think I'm gonna get any, but they look pretty. And I love this photo. I love action photos where other people are doing things. This was day 11, and I also share the process video for that. Now we're gonna work on the next pages, but I love how the packaging looks here. I'm just going to add a number to this page protector, and I'm gonna use the Tombow Extreme adhesive because I'm gonna be gluing on top of a page protector, and it's a 4x6 page protector from scrapbook.com. So if you want to add instructions, one extra photo, any kind of ephemera, though, that's a good size. Also, the Citrus Twist Kits life crafted page protectors work really well for adding extra ephemera. And the photo behind it is a little big, so I'm gonna need some paper because I did a bunch of collages for this album. That way I can add many different perspectives. I can add Charlotte's photo, I can add the the ornaments before painting, and pictures of my little one painting the ornaments. And I was looking through the papers because I wanted something a little busy, or at least with smaller details that you could see behind the big photos. And I love this paper from Pretty Little Studio, but the paper was a little bit too big. I think that it was 8.25 inches or 8.5. So I just decided to add washi tape to the bottom. I'm gonna use my scissors to cut the excess of paper. At the bottom, I'm gonna look through my holiday washi stash. I have a little jar, and then I have my favorite ones in my Rhino. And I think that organizer was from Chocolates or something like that. Yeah, it was from a chocolate fundraiser thing. The chocolates were not good, but this was pretty functional. So I'm gonna try to look for whatever matches the paper. And a few of the washi tapes were too light, so you could see the writing through the washi tape. So I like that green one, but you could see the writing. So I decided to use the Studio Calico Little Houses washi tape. I think it was from the Holly Jolly kit. If not, it was an extra. And I found these Shimel Glitter Girl photo corners, and I love them. I have to order some sort of photo corners because now I'm obsessed with them. And these were falling apart. It's an old collection, but they look so pretty that I was like, I'll just add adhesive to it. That way I don't have to just throw them out. You can always fix things falling apart with extra adhesive, and that's why I'm not stingy with adhesive. Like, I rather use a lot of adhesive and then don't come back to reassemble, because I've had that happen before where I was like, I either didn't use the correct adhesive like way at the beginning, or I didn't use enough, and then I came back and everything was falling apart. And it's a little extra embellishment to add, since it's kind of hard to embellish this kind of big photo with the collage, and it doesn't need extra embellishments, but I do love adding them. Some of the photos are a little bit smaller than 6x8 or the layouts that I make, and I was able to put them in a page protector. Some of the others I use an adhesive strip from Citrus Twist kits, but for this one and a few others I'm just going to punch holes in it. And I wanted to punch the holes first because I wanted to add stickers, and I wanted to see where the holes were before I added them. And I use more of those crafty stickers from Pipsticks. And I'm looking for a stamp so I can add favorite traditions. And I love these prompts. I think they're holiday prompts from Everyday Explorers, and I love their prompt stickers. Not stickers, they're prompt stamps, and they do have an everyday prompt washi tape. So if they could make a prompt washi tape for the holiday stamp set, that would be great, because then people that don't really stamp or don't feel confident, or it's a lot easier, can use them in their album. And let's be honest, I love their stamps, but if I see the washi tape, I might get it because I'm a washi tape fan. So I was able to add a few of these little word stickers around the collage, and that's something that I tried to do in the whole album. Use washi tape and use the little word stickers so I could add a little embellishments to the layout. And I like to add things in groups of 3. That's why there's 3 stickers here. And then we have at the top the stamp with the sticker and the Christmas tree. And that sticker was feeling just the faintest of kind of weak, so it's better to just add the adhesive instead of coming back to reassemble a page. And I forgot to add a number, and I like to add a number for every spread because a bunch of days are going to be more than one spread, and that is why this album, it's 2 albums actually, because there are so many photos and a few of the days, quite a few, have more than one spread. And this is before dividing my album in 2. I love how it came out. It has a lot of elements that are important to me, like the packaging and the instructions and of course the photos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're having an awesome day. Bye.